Roblox has millions of fun games, but none of them are games you want to play. That's because these fun games are really just cash-grabby brain rot simulators for 9-year-olds. But what if I told you that there are actually fun Roblox games that are genuinely fun to play? Yes, with hours of research, I found 5 actually fun Roblox games, and at the end of the video, I'll also be rating these games from the worst to best, so buckle up and let's get started. So the first game I found is just genuinely a good game, and that's Perry. Just by looking at it visually, yes, I know this game looks like it was made in 2016, but this game probably has one of the best game designs I've seen on Roblox. Just like the game name suggests, this game is all about parrying, and parrying in this game feels so satisfying. I just can't put it into words of how this game makes parrying so satisfying, but visually it just tells the story. It makes you feel like you're the main character fighting off an army by yourself, and this game ramps up the intensity by putting so many different types of NPCs that all attack in a different way. Now, just by looking at the gameplay, it may look very overwhelming, but that's not actually an issue because this game is surprisingly beginner friendly. Firstly, this game gives you a tutorial on all of the controls and all of the mechanics that you can do to help you understand how to play this game. Not only that though, every time there's a new NPC being added to the waves, this game gives a live demonstration of how the NPC attacks and how to parry it. So you don't have to do any trial and error, you don't have to look up any tutorials on YouTube. You can figure everything out you need right here just by playing the game. And that's what makes this game so good, because not only can people who are good at this game enjoy it, but also beginners. So if you're a big fan of intense games, this genuinely might be the best game on Roblox for you to play right now. Okay, with all that glazing out the way, let's talk about this next one. This one is Superstar Racers, a platformer game, and the reason why this game is so fun is because this game is also fast-paced. When I talk about any game just in general, I really like to let the gameplay speak for itself, but what I will talk about is why I prefer this platformer game over other platformer games. One of the biggest reasons is because this game is genuinely competitive. In other platformer games, it's you versus the game. You're usually trying to beat the game and progress to the next level, but this game is all about competing against other players and seeing who can get to first place and complete the obby the fastest. So in that sense, this game encourages you to complete this obby the fastest, which also makes it a bit more challenging. Speaking of challenging, I will say this game is extremely frustrating because yes, it is very easy to fall off and die. And speaking of frustrations, I do have some complaints on this game. There are some obstacles that are challenging in a reasonable way, but an obstacle like this, what you guys are seeing right now, like it's not really challenging, it just requires a lot of absurd timing, and I will say it's definitely a skill issue, but it just doesn't really feel rewarding even if you do get it right. So if I owned this game, I genuinely just would remove it. But let me know if you guys disagree because I feel like this is more subjective on my end. But with all of my crying and complaints aside, this game is very high quality. If you like platformers just even a little bit, I would encourage you to try this game at least once. Okay, this game though is one of my favorite games on Roblox, and this is Airship Assault. In this game, there are 2 airships, and these 2 airships fight against each other. And to win in this game is very simple. You have to sink the other airship, and you can do this by gliding your way onto the other airship and literally just shoot everyone on the airship and plant a couple of bombs in there too. So this is a mix between FPS and strategy, which I think you guys will love. And for me, the reason why I find this game so fun, it's because who doesn't like gliding through the air and going to the other airship and just causing complete chaos? And I also feel so satisfied when I finally plant that bomb to make the airship crash, because ruining things for others literally just makes everything so much fun. That makes me sound like an evil person for saying that, but I'm just saying this because I know some of y'all would like that. Okay, with that said, the next game on this list is Running from the Internet. And this is a game where you have to fight the next bots and other players. It sounds like the most obnoxious game ever, but like it's one of the most high quality games on Roblox. Now, looking at the gameplay, this game may look very intense, but it's surprisingly more casual than you would think. And of course, as I'm saying this, you're probably looking at the most intense gameplay from this game, but I promise you it's not that hard. Like you just run around the map, you collect dices, and you get items, and you throw it at next spots or whatever you want to do. I will say though, it can get very chaotic because obviously there's just a lot of explosions and like little PNG images flying around. So yeah, maybe I should take back the casual comment, but this game is overall very high quality. I mean, I don't really know what else to say about this game. I will say though, it's not one of those addicting games where you play this game over and over again. It's one of those games where you just hop on to waste time and cure your boredom and stuff like that. But with that said, let's move on to this game. Now this game is Weird Gun Game, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it's a standard FPS game. And I'm gonna be more transparent once again, you're probably going to be able to find higher quality FPS games on Roblox. So why am I recommending this game? Well, it's because this game is completely unique. What I mean by this is you can literally mix up parts of different guns. For example, I took the core of MAC-10, which has probably the fastest fire rate in the game, but I took the barrel of a sniper and it just becomes a total mess. This is what makes the game so fun for me. You can be super creative with your guns. You can mix and match to create the gun that you want and experiment to see which gun is the best for you and which one is the best overall. Now with that being said, I don't think this game is entirely competitive. I think this game is more for just fun and casual play, because with this whole concept of mixing and matching, I feel like that won't be very good competitively. But hey, I haven't played this game for a long time, so I might be completely wrong, but this game is genuinely super fun. I love the creativity of it, and I also love how you can progress pretty rapidly in this game. Of course, you're not going to be able to buy everything within just an hour of playing, but in other FPS games, you often have to play for hours and hours just to unlock a couple of guns. But in this game, it doesn't feel like that way. I mean, I only play for like 30 minutes and I'm pretty satisfied with the options that I can choose from. So definitely check this game out. Okay, but with all of these 5 games introduced, I hope these are games that you genuinely want to play. But with that said, I'm going to rate all of these 5 games from the worst to best out of these 5. And this is going to be extremely controversial, so I'm just going to say this. This rating is purely subjective, meaning it's mostly opinions. So when you see your favorite game getting a bad rating, calm down. Life is going to be fine. Life is not over yet. You need to breathe in, breathe out. Alright, so in terms of pure enjoyment for me, I think I have to put Running from the Internet at 5th place. It's definitely miles ahead of other Roblox games, but like you're looking at the greatest lineup of Roblox history. I think it's fair to say this is last place, and I'm definitely gonna make people mad about that. Okay, at 4th place, I'm not gonna lie, it's hard. It's either Weird Gun Game or Superstar Racers. I'm just gonna think about this for a second. Okay, Weird Gun Game, yes, it's not the highest quality FPS game, but it's still relatively high quality. It is very fun, but at the end of the day, it's still an FPS game. So I think, alright, so I think what I'm gonna do, 4th place, Weird Gun Game, 3rd place, Superstar Racers. Weird Gun Game is very fun. Just the fact that I can customize my own gun. It's like you can literally fuse snipers and SMGs, which I said earlier, but it's just such a cool idea. So I think 4th place is perfect, actually. Like, this game is very fun. Okay, 3rd place, Superstar Racers. As much as I complained earlier about this game, you can't deny that this game is very high quality. And besides that one obstacle I complained about, this game is completely challenging in the best way possible. The only reason why this game is not 1st place is because I literally just don't like platforming. Now we have Airship Assault and Parry. In terms of consistency, I would put Airship Assault at 1st just because Parry's a new game. Parry doesn't have a lot of content. I don't know how it's gonna happen for Parry. Like, this game is very new, so I think this list is very fair. Airship Assault, this game is so consistent. Like, you can never go wrong with this game. It's not overly competitive in terms of FPS either. Like, you're not gonna find sweats. Like, you're gonna find people that are good in this game, obviously, but it's not gonna be so competitive. I'm not even mentioning graphics here because you can just visually tell graphics are amazing, but this is my list. But if these 5 games are still not enough for you, I have the perfect solution, because I have a video going over 5 Roblox games that'll cure your boredom, so definitely check that out.